Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Han Solo. I'm Captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Bond.
Up in the sky, it's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Hasta la vista, baby.
Say hello to my little friend!
Here's Johnny.
And here we go.
What is up, guys, and welcome to the 30th installment of Snack and Chat. Crazy, already 30 episodes. Insane. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Friday in this quarantine madness. We got some big news topics to talk about today, but of course, as in every episode, I gotta tell you guys what my snack of the day is. And today, oh my goodness, why don't you look at that? It appears today we got ourselves an In-N-Out double. What? Oh my goodness. Is today like the best Friday or what? Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the best snack we've had on Snack and Chat. I personally am a big fan of In-N-Out. Is it my favorite fast food place? Probably. Or I don't know. It's up there with Chick-fil-A. Those two compete. Depends what I'm in the mood for, you know. But yeah. So delicious. Just great snack for today. All right. So now that I finished that delicious burger, let's hop into the very first topic, which is pretty common here, and that is not listed on this list thing somewhere here. And our first topic is Cobra Kai, which I reviewed recently, about a week or two ago. But yesterday, a little teaser, I guess you could call it, was posted of basically the Cobra Kai logo with that lifeline sound effect playing in the background, and it basically speeds up until that beep noise came up when basically somebody dies. But it caused a lot of speculation among Cobra Kai fans. Oh, and by the way, spoilers for the first two seasons of Cobra Kai. So if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, I'd probably skip ahead. So it made a lot of Cobra Kai fans speculate, like, is Miguel dead? Because obviously at the second season, he got messed up. And he was in the hospital, and we're like, is he dead? What's going on here? What's going on? But a teaser trailer that did show actual footage of the upcoming season of Cobra Kai came out this morning, and that kind of answered the question, and it revealed that Miguel does in fact wake up. Now, first off, that little teaser trailer that they did yesterday with the Cobra Kai symbol and that lifeline sound effect going in the background with the beep, 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 beep thing, that is absolute genius marketing, because it didn't show anything and it made people talking. It got people talking, excuse me. It had people talking, it had people speculating without showing a single millisecond of footage. Now that is some great marketing right there, in my opinion. And then you obviously had the teaser trailer this morning, which was also pretty good, and like I said, it revealed revealed a couple of big things about the upcoming season. It, for one, obviously revealed Miguel waking up, which shows that he's probably not going to die this upcoming season. And to be honest with you, they probably could have not have shown that he wakes up, still have kept people speculating until the release of the new season. They probably could have done that. And then it also revealed that Johnny's son, I forget his name, is in jail for probably, almost killing Miguel, which kind of makes sense. So yeah, it revealed a couple of big things. The big one obviously being Miguel waking up, and then the other one being Johnny's son being arrested. But overall, I'm really enjoying the marketing for Cobra Kai. I mean, the thing that they did with the logo yesterday was absolute genius. And then the teaser trailer today was pretty good. Again, maybe they didn't have to show Miguel waking up and still keep people speculating about that, whether he lives or not. And yeah, overall, I'm really digging the marketing that they're doing for Cobra Kai Season 3. I'm really looking forward to it. They also greenlit a Season 4. Which is exciting, and it shows Netflix has confidence in the upcoming season of Cobra Kai. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to what's to come for Cobra Kai. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is Hawkman. Now, actor, I'm probably going to butcher his name, but actor Aldis Hodge probably butchered a name, and I am sorry, but he is in final negotiations to join the upcoming DCEU film starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Black Adam, to play Hawkman. That's right, folks. All right, now, I don't know a whole bunch about Hawkman. I did have a little toy of him, though. I did used to have a little toy of him, and, I'd play with him, So it was fun times. But I don't know a whole lot about Hawkman. But Aldis Hodge, I probably butchered the name again, but at first when I saw his face, I was like, I know this guy from somewhere. And it turns out he was just in this year's Invisible Man. He was also in Straight Outta Compton. Not a whole lot, but he was good in both movies. Again, he wasn't in both films very much, but he was good. He definitely had more of a presence in Invisible Man than he did in Straight Outta Compton. But to be honest with you, I kind of feel like Black Adam is going to end up being like Aquaman, which I necessarily wasn't the biggest fan of Aquaman, to be honest with you. But I feel like Black Adam's going to be like 2 hours of just godly action with The Rock. And I think it could be fun. Again, I wasn't the biggest fan of Aquaman. It was alright. It was okay. Whatever. I've only seen it once all the way through, since it came out. But I kind of think Black Adam's gonna end up around that realm of Aquaman. Is it gonna be 2.5 hours of godly action like Aquaman? I don't know. But we'll just have to wait and see. And with that said, tell me down in the comment section below of what you think of the casting of Aldis Hodge as Hawkman, and tell me if I'm pronouncing his name right, because that'd be pretty helpful for future purposes. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is Lion King 2. Earlier this week, it was announced that a Lion King 2, a sequel to the live-action Lion King film that came out last year, is on the way. But get this, it's going to be directed by Moonlight and If Beale Street Can Talk director Barry Jenkins. Not a joke. This is actually true. And look, if you look back at my review for the first live-action remake of Lion King, I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5 or something like that. But to be honest with you, it wasn't that good. I just wanted to love that movie so bad. I mean, I watched it twice. I was like, But the truth is, it's the same movie. It's just, with live action lions. But so when the announcement came out for a sequel, I was like, whatever. It's probably gonna be like a cash grab for Disney, whatever. And then I heard Barry Jenkins' name, and I was like, that's interesting. This is not something you would really associate Barry Jenkins' name with. So he must see something in a sequel. So that definitely has me a little interested in. I haven't seen his latest film, If Beale Street Can Talk. That was like the one Oscar movie that I missed out on the year it came out. I've seen Moonlight, but I haven't seen it since it came out. So it's been a while since I've seen it. But interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think a release date's come out for Lion King 2. Who knows if like the effects is going to be the same as the first Lion King, considering Jon Favreau isn't going to be a part of it, but they might use the same special effects people, same thing. and all that. So really interesting hearing Barry Jenkins to direct a sequel to the live action remake of Lion King. Very interesting stuff, and definitely leave a comment down in the comment section below of what you think of Barry Jenkins directing a sequel to the live action Lion King movie. Again, at first I was like, Lion King sequel? Ugh. But then you say Barry Jenkins, and I'm like, huh, interesting. I'll have to see what happens with this. But with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is D23. So as we all know, there was no D23 this year. I don't really need to explain why, because I don't know if you guys knew, but there's a pandemic out there. But this past Monday, Disney came out and announced that their annual convention, D23, has been canceled, not for just this year, but for next year, in 2021, and will return in 2022. Now, this is another interesting and intriguing announcement here by Disney, especially because, they got movies to market, especially in the upcoming years when you had all these movies delayed, and now they're going to be popping out like crazy in these couple years, and Disney needs to promote them. So hearing that there's no D23, it's definitely a intriguing comment made by Disney. And they also said how they wanted D23 to kind of kick off their 100th anniversary as a company in 2022. And I mean, you can still do that and have D23 in 2021. And at first I was kind of struggling as to finding a reason to why Disney moved or isn't going to have a D23 next year and moved D23 to return in 2022. And then I was like, well, Disney might think, well, might not be the safest thing to do considering it's hot off of COVID-19. And then maybe some people are not up to going to a big convention right now, And Disney might be thinking that too, like probably not a lot of people are going to go. Hot off of COVID-19. Maybe if we wait a little longer, and people might be a little bit more comfortable to going to a big convention like D23 and waiting in those long lines with all those people. So that could definitely be the reason right there, not just because they wanted to kickstart the 100th anniversary of their big, huge corporation, because again, they could still put D23 in 2021 and still have it kick off their 100th annual celebration thing, or 100th year celebration for the company. But again, I kind of think that's probably the big reason as to why they're not having D23 next year, which I totally understand. So with that said, definitely leave a comment down in the comment section below of what you think about Disney pushing D23 to 2022. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is Miss Marvel. That's right, folks. Let's talk a little Miss Marvel. But it's been reported that a new coming actress, I'm probably going to butcher her name as well, and I'm totally sorry, and Iman Vellani, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I'm probably dead wrong. You can definitely leave a comment down in the comment section below and provide the correct pronunciation of her name. But she will be playing the role of Miss Marvel in the upcoming Disney Plus original show, Miss Marvel. And now, it's a bit difficult to comment on this, considering that she's a new and upcoming actress, and I don't think has done anything or any work as a actress. However, this series just shows how Marvel is going in a very different direction with the MCU in this upcoming phase. Obviously, having more younger superheroes in this upcoming phase. Obviously, I believe one of the characters in the Eternals is a kid. And then obviously you have Miss Marvel. And then, of course, Peter Parker being the big one as well. And you can also see that they're diversifying their cast. They're a big MCU ensemble cast more than they've done like the past couple phases of the MCU. Now, I wouldn't say that Miss Marvel is like my top most anticipated Marvel Disney Plus original shows, mainly because I'm not very familiar with the character of Miss Marvel, and she's a new character coming into the MCU, so like I'd be more interested in seeing a WandaVision show because I know Wanda, I know Vision, and of course I'd be excited to see them return into the MCU, whether it's television or a film. But definitely leave a comment down in the comment section below of what you think of this Miss Marvel casting. And with that said, let's move on to the next and final topic, and that is Electro. That's right. A topic all for Electro. And Hollywood Reporter came out and claimed that Jamie Foxx is in final talks to come back as Electro in the upcoming Spider-Man 3 starring not Andrew Garfield, but Tom Holland. You heard me right, folks. You heard me right. Marvel did not comment on this, but today Jamie Foxx posted on his Instagram and basically confirmed this news. Basically saying that, Electro's back to cause more havoc, but he also added a little interesting detail in his post where he said he's not going to be blue this time. Now, when you think of great and memorable comic book villains, you think of your Thanos, you think of your Killmongers, you think of all the Jokers that have come out. Okay, maybe not so much Jared Leto, but you think of all the Jokers and all that. You don't really necessarily think of Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2, and while I necessarily don't think that he's a very horrible villain, as some people may think, but I also don't think he's like a great villain like Thanos or, the Joker and all that. I think he's definitely more towards the middle of the road. For me, it's been a long time though since I've seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but for me, Electro's more in that middle of the road. It's not horrible as some people may think, but definitely no Thanos, of course. Now, when this news came out, I wouldn't say it had me excited and jumping up and down. It definitely had me more interested, I guess you can say. With Jamie Foxx's post, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of boosted my interest a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. This also hints at a possible multiverse in the upcoming Spider-Man 3 movie, and also Electro could only be in there for like a couple minutes or so. He could only be in there for a short cameo, or he could be a pretty big supporting character. You just never know. I mean, this movie just has a bunch of question marks all around it. You hear Electro. I mean, what's going on with J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson? I mean, just a bunch of question marks around this movie. I heard people talk about Sinister Six. I mean, it's a madhouse when it comes to Spider-Man 3. We just don't know what's going on in that Spidey world currently. And all we could really do is speculate. And as far as him not being blue, I mean, maybe something happened between, if he is coming from the Amazing Spider-Man universe, maybe something happened between the second Amazing Spider-Man and the Tom Holland Spider-Man 3, and he changed colors or something. I mean, or something happens in the movie where he changes from blue to, I don't know, pink. That'd definitely be something. Or you just don't know. This movie just has so much question marks around it. You just don't know. Is it a multiverse? Is it going to be a Sinister Six? Is Jamie Foxx playing the same Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2? Why is he not blue in this movie? There's just so much to speculate about. It's insane. I mean, is Michael Keaton going to come back? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in Spider-Man 3? Again, one of the big question marks of the upcoming Phase 4 for the MCU. I think there's a solid chance that it is the same Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2, but we'll just have to see when the film comes out. But definitely leave a comment down in the comment section below of what you think of Electro coming back in Spider-Man 3. And yeah, for that said, that is it for today's movie news, and that's kind of a wrap on today's episode of Snack and Chat. 30 episodes, absolutely crazy. And we probably had the best snack of them all with that amazing In-N-Out double cheeseburger. It is delicious, absolutely delicious. And yeah, as far as entertainment this weekend, I mean, we got a new episode of The Boys, which I hear is fantastic. I believe there's one more episode left, episode 8. I've personally been really digging the show. I'll probably post a review of the second season of The Boys once it finishes. But yeah, good stuff. good stuff. And then you got MLB playoffs if you guys are into that. I've been watching my fair share of MLB playoffs. And then you also have the NBA finals, which I wouldn't say is as interesting as the MLB playoffs currently. But and then of course you have NFL Sunday if you're into that sports stuff. And with that said, thank you for joining me on this installment of Snack and Chat. I hope all of you guys had a great time watching. And as always in every single video, don't forget to like and subscribe because that is very important. And as always, look out for the next video or review. And peace.